Chairman. I don't have a lot to say. Let me just real quick tell you about the playground up in Lawrence. This playground is designed for 2 to 5-year-olds and 5 to 12-year-olds. When we lay out design one of these playgrounds, that entire range group is considered. So we have 3 pieces going into the park up there. One's for the 2 to 5-year-old group, one's for the 5 to 12-year-old group, and then there's a combination swing set with 2 swings in one bay for 5 to 12-year-olds and a single toddler's chair for 2 to 5-year-olds. So, and of course, when we install that, we'll install the standards, ASTM standards for safety, just as we have over at the park. So, thank you for that motion and having that passed. I would just like to present something to the board. I find myself in a situation with our capital roads program right now. Anger Road was scheduled to be chip sealed. That road's not going to be ready to be chip sealed. We have a slide down at the bottom of that. I really don't want to do a single seal application on that road and then have it tore up later on in the season with additional work. That road this past winter rebuilt itself to have quite a few springs under. I have subsurface drainage that I have to put in place over there. I also have extensive pavement repairs that I have to put levers through. So for that reason, I'm going to request of the board tonight their consensus to put another road on the program in its place. That road, Anger Road, is 0.85 miles long. I have another road I'd like to add that's ready to go, which is Glad Road. That Glad Road is 0.90. So there's a difference of about 237 feet in length. And I'd like to have Glad Road added to the program and Anger taken off. I'd like authorization to do that.
I'll make a motion that we remove Anger Road from the Capital Road Program for chip seal and add Gladden Road in its place.
Do I have a second? All right. We have a motion and a second. And just questions. The slide, how big a slide is that on Anger Road? How long?
We have a meeting scheduled this week, Joe, to discuss the ongoing work, proposed work that we'll have to do there. But I really don't want to do work on that road with the chip seal and go in and tear the road up. That section of the road is going to be repaved once we stabilize that area. So,
was Anger Road considered in the bid that we can get that same rate for Gladden Road?
yes.
So the company will honor that?
We have a good price per square yard.
And
It's an additional, I think, 541 square yards.
So to be
546 square yards.
okay. Now, because this was just brought up, let me ask for any further questions from the board first. Because this was just brought up tonight, though, any public comments since this just come to our attention right now? Anyone have any comments from the audience?
Bill, you said that was Gladden Road?
Gladden Road, yes, right off 980.
No comments? Very well. The board make a motion.
We did. I made
And a second. And we're ready for a vote. No further comments. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Here are a lot of records to show 5-0. Thank you. Bill, anything else?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right.
The only other thing is that we have ongoing pavement repairs and crack sealing operations going on within the department right now, and I expect that to continue throughout this term. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Engineers report.
Mr. Chair, you have a copy of my report dated April 29, 2019. The only item that I will add on add on to what Bill said is related to Anger Road. They did complete the geotechnical investigation out there. They took a number of test holes. The bad news is the depth of the material is pretty deep. So whatever repair over there to fix that's going to be challenging and expensive. It's not moving anymore. It's kind of a slow creep. So I think we'll have time to budget for this, but we wanted to explore all options and come back to the board with a report and before we decide to go ahead. So I fully support what Bill says. Let's wait on that until we figure out what the right solution is. Other than that, you have a copy of my report if there's any questions.
And on that note, were there any questions from the board?
Yes, for Dan. Are you looking at Coleman Road where it's sliding?
We have, I'd like to answer that. We have, that's not really sliding, that's settled up there. The crack hasn't opened up, and we've had Youngblood take a look at it for a base repair there, a full depth base repair in that area.
Okay.
There's the embankment that's currently in place there, there's about to shoot that hillside. We see no lateral movement in that road whatsoever, just some settlement.
Very well, any other questions?
Yeah, Bill, do you have anything more on, what's the road, Capoli Road? Developer's going to do some work at some phase, I don't know what phase he's in.
I'm not sure at what point that work is going to be triggered.
Oh, you mean, Meritage?
Yes.
Yeah, they're ready to do it.
Oh,
We
we
gotta-
got the 50.
We have to meet with, we came up with a proposal to do the improvement there. We need to meet and get it worked out.
Think this might go?
Yeah, they're ready to do it, and we asked them.
They're shifting it over to give some more space.
That Miller's Run is going to be shifted left to improve the site distance towards the right.
Very well. Any other questions? In the solicitor's report, please, Gretchen.
At 6:15 this evening, directly preceding this meeting, I held with the board an executive session, and that was to provide confidential attorney-client privileged advice and communications related to the ABD property. So that was 6:15 to 7 o'clock tonight. Beyond that, I am submitting a Commonwealth Court appellee brief this week on the Crown Castle South Point relocation tower. Other than that, I've been working with the township manager and engineer on issues as needed.
Very well, thank you, Gretchen. Board of Supervisors, discussion of new business. Do we have anything?
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to take this time to personally thank our Public Works Director, Bill Wateroff, our Assistant Manager, Jack King, Supervisor Fisher, and yourself, Eric, for helping out with the electronic recycling pickup last Saturday. It was a huge success. I think Cindy counted 212 people she registered, and we took a 26-foot box truck out Tuesday with the help of the Public Works guys. They're the best. We unloaded all in our, and so it was a great event, and we have the tire pickup Saturday, May 18th.
And quickly, I'd like to say a huge thank you to Supervisor Gizio, because if it weren't for him, that event wouldn't have happened. He's the one that pushes for it every year, organizes it, rents the truck. We just showed up that morning and helped him. So he deserves a huge round of applause, because he really, he kept a lot of TVs and stuff from going over the hill, so.
So yeah, that was the idea, keep it from showing up on people's forums, and I'm going to thank you as well, Frank. Now, we didn't put in our flyer, if anyone noticed, no limit like we had last year, 1 or 2 TVs, so people took advantage of that, and we had a couple, 5, 10, one was 20. So it was a loaded truck, but that's our goal. We wanted to clean up the community, and so it really did its job. Very well. Next item, discussion of old business. So the topic I put on here, I tried a few times this week sending an email through Dawn Januso, but the idea is to discuss setting up a public meeting with the DEP to discuss the ABB property.
Mr. Chairman, Dawn, didn't we get an email or some correspondence from the DEP offering?
I'm sorry, say that again, did you hear that? I'm sorry, what was that?
We got an offer from the DEP to come out?
I inquired to the DEP if they would be interested in discussing the
What was
public meeting.
what was their answer?
If they were requested by the board, they would try to attend.
All right.
Very well. So at this time, I would like to ask the board, maybe we set up a meeting with the board with the DEP.
So I'd like to ask that this be tabled. Before we start getting into having the DEP here, let's give our solicitor the opportunity to give us some information back related to the contract and some information that we were missing. And then once she provides us with that information and provides it to the residents, then we can take the next step, which in my opinion would be having, maybe if we choose to have a meeting with the DEP, have a meeting with the DEP.
Mr. Chairman, they're both unrelated. The legal opinions, she gave us some tonight, and she said she's going to follow up with more in the coming months. But the DEP, their thing, it has nothing to do with the legalities of the agreement.
I would agree, and I believe that the public should deserve to hear from an environmental attorney at some point as well to answer those. And this is the DEP topic, correct?
Right, now that's separate from the environmental attorneys.
Correct. Correct. So this is the
Gretchen, do
DEP.
you want to?
You have no environmental attorney. We voted to terminate this agreement. Why do you keep bringing him up?
We need to meet with one. I would have liked the public to have asked any questions before.
We don't have it anymore. Call
I understand Elizabeth
We
informed
had
us.
an environmental engineer here, he spoke for, what, 3 hours? We heard lots of information from him. One of the pieces of information which was asked at the very end, which it was, as it sits right now, is it safe? His response was a unequivocal yes. Let's-
Left undisturbed.
Yes, left undisturbed, it's not.
That means no kids up there partying.
Right.
They should be up there.
it. We can't control the
Private
kids.
property, and
Exactly. Point made. You can't control the kids.
What do you do when these kids go up there and have a bonfire, drink?
So that was-
My kids are smart enough.
One person talking at a time.
No trespassing.
so let's give,
One person talking at a time, please.
so let's give our attorney, she's a wonderful attorney, the opportunity to do what we asked, review the contract, get us some information, and then take the next step. Take her advice from there.
So what do you worry about the DEP talking to our residents for? It has nothing to do with that legal agreement. What are you afraid of the DEP's gonna say? Jeez.
We should still set up a meeting.
Just like that grant, we got a $1.9 million grant. For to clean up that.
Yeah, we gotta come up with another 3 million. You didn't say that part, did you?
So,
Tell the truth, I'm not half, but.
So I would agree. I was pleasantly surprised Elizabeth brought this to the table, and I tried for a month and a half, 2 months to have a meeting set up with the DEP. The fact that we can even have one, I believe is great. No matter what we do on this project, to be able to ask the DEP questions on the property that we live around in the school and ask those questions, I think is valuable. So I would ask, may I have a motion for that the board would meet with the DEP?
So
We have a motion, second.
Wait, does he,
We have a
our
second.
attorney even think that's possible? Because when I asked, he said that wasn't even possible.
All right, and I'll second it. No, we have further discussion?
This is so frustrating, this is what continues.
I'm sorry, I
to
don't understand
happen.
you. Say it again.
This is what continues to happen, we put everything, like, ahead of everything else. Stop, let Gretchen look stuff up, I'm not afraid of anything, the environmental engineer was here, he spoke. Stop, let Gretchen do what we asked her to do, which is review the contract.
Why can't we have the
Okay.
DEP then?
She's saying, she's tabling it till next
Why
month.
don't you ever
All right, we have a motion, a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor of setting up a meeting with the DEP in regards to the ABB property, say aye. Aye. Opposed?
No.
Carol, allow the record to show. 2 to 3. On this.
Yeah, I'd like to say something here. A lot